Combining and separating files is another feature that I think kind of gets missed a lot by customers, but you can actually combine files together, and you can also separate a single multi-page file into a bunch of separate files if you need to. So here in this combining and separating files folder, I have a 6-page document that I accidentally uploaded as 6 separate pages, and I need to combine them together into one document. To do that, I need to select all of the pages that I want to combine. And I know that I want to combine all of these together, so I'm just going to select them all. And then I'm going to right-click and choose Combine. Now you can also access the Combine feature by clicking the ellipses menu here and choosing Combine here instead. I prefer the right-click and Combine option. All right, the first step to combining your files is to order them so that they're in the proper order. Now, in lieu of this webinar, I went in and I labeled which ones and which order my files should be in, but you're not going to have that when you go to do that. So instead, what you need to do in order to figure out what order your files should be in is use the image preview option here. And just like in the grid, when I click on it, I can see the preview of the image that I'm trying to combine. I could even download the image or view it in a new window if I need to, because maybe the image preview is just too small and I can't tell which file this is. To reorder your multi-page document around, you just need to click the 6 dots to the left of the file of the page that you want to move around and just drag up and down. Okay. All right, that looks like it's in the right order. Now we can see I actually have 2 pages, 2 page 6s for folder tips. So I can just go ahead and I can actually just get rid of one of these by clicking the X box here, and it will, remove that from my combine process here. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to go ahead and click combine. And now what's going to happen is Neat is going to work to combine those 6 pages together into one file. The original files, the original 6 files that I used to combine all of these into one file will actually be moved to my trash folder. So we can see all of the original 6 files here. So if you still need the originals for some reason, you can always come and grab them out of your trash folder and put them back in the folder they were in. And additionally, Neat is going to process your newly combined file as if it's a brand new file you've added to Neat. So it's going to get, processed by our OCR. It's going to be parsed. If it's a, receipt, then Neat will try to extract information from it. And when it's done processing, you'll be able to find it in your needs review filter, allowing you to go through and edit it and categorize it and file it away. So we can see my file here, and we can see that it's also in my needs review filter as well. So now that I have this multi-page document here, what if I wanted to separate this document? To separate a document, it's very similar to combining documents. So I can right-click on a file that I need to separate and select the separate option here. Or I can select it and then click the ellipses menu here and select separate from this menu. All right, so I'm going to right click and separate this file. Now I can separate this file a multitude of ways. The first step is allowing me to select where I want to make my separations. I could separate this into 2 separate files like this, and I can have 2 3-page documents. I could separate it again here, and maybe the first page is a single document. Then I have a 2-page document. Then a 3-page document that I'm separating. Or if I wanted to, separate everything, I could just click divide all. And this will divide everything up. It'll separate all my pages into one single document. And if you accidentally separated something in a specific section, you can click these little arrows to rejoin them if you need to. I'm going to click next step. In the last step of the separate feature, you have the ability to choose the item type that you're creating. Because you might have a multi-page document that has a combination of receipts and documents and invoices in it, you can, in this step, choose the type of item that your file should be processed as. Now, I know that I want mine all to be documents, so I'm going to leave them as documents and click separate. And then just like with combining files, the original multi-page file I can find in my trash folder. So we can see that that is right here. This was the original 6-page multi-page document that I just combined it, or I just separated into 6 separate documents. And additionally, the 6 new files that were created from separating that document are now going to be processed as if they were a new file in Neat. So they'll be reviewed, parsed, go through OCR and everything like that. And when they're done processing, they'll also show up in my needs review filter as well. So I can go in and check them for accuracy, categorize them, and file them away. Now, we also have some customers who use the separate feature as a part of their mobile uploads workflow. It's kind of an interesting workflow that they have that I wanted to share with you guys. What these customers do is they'll utilize the Neat mobile app, and they'll utilize the add page button feature on the mobile app when they're capturing a file to quickly capture multiple files as one upload and send it to Neat. So what they'll do is they'll take, a stack of documents that they need to add to Neat. They'll scan them all with or capture them all with their mobile app and upload them as one multi-page document to Neat. Then what they'll do is they'll come and find their file in the needs review filter, and then they'll use the separate function and separate all of the documents in this upload into the individual files that they should be. And as we just seen, when you separate files, Neat reprocesses those newly created separated files as if they were brand new files in Neat. So all of those documents will still go through the parsing, the OCR, they'll still end up in the needs review filter as well, so that you can go through and review them, check them for accuracy, categorize them, and file them away.